Alright, buddy, it's still Blue Lion time, and it's time for everybody's favorite redheaded redhead, Sylvain. Is that right? Is that honestly as many people as Sylvain could end up with?
Wow. Oh, if it's such a man whore, he does not whore around.
Yeah.
Alright, so how are we looking? Alright, they're all the same. So I believe Audrey, you are our Blue Lion reader, so go nuts.
Yes, yes. As Margrave Gautier, Sylvain devoted his life to improving relations with the people of the Sreng region. With oration alone, he succeeded in helping create a new way of life for nobles in which relics and crests were no longer viewed as necessary. Though he went down in history as an extraordinary lord, it nevertheless became customary to refer to cheaters as sons of Gautier.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's all right.
So the things I remember about Sylvain are he hates crests, and then the implication that you have to have a crest to rule.
Yeah, that part, which...
Yeah.
He puts on a big show of being like a ladies' man, but I want to say it's either Ingrid or Mercedes support. They actually talk about how he might actually hate women.
Yeah, he goes. A lot of it has to do with the women are always chasing him because of his crest, so he pretty much doesn't. So he doesn't basically trust anyone or any women. So he just sort of misogynistically dates everyone with no expectation of anything ever.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like they only want me for my crest, so I'm not going to want them for anything substantial either.
So yeah, he's got a depth to him. It's a shame he was not a better actual unit on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for of course Ingrid, but we'll get there. All right.
Let's start with the Blue Lion ending, and we'll go to the other ones.
Mm-hmm. After becoming the new Archbishop of the Church of Saros, Byleth announced her marriage to Sylvain, heir to House Gautier. Sylvain was a valued ally who assisted his wife in her new role, both publicly and privately. He achieved a great deal, including fostering relations with Fargus and helping to institute sweeping organizational changes within the church. Though known as a philanderer in youth, Sylvain happily settled down after marriage. By the time he inherited the title of Margrave Gautier, he was a gentle and devoted husband. It is said that those who knew him in his youth wondered what sort of spell the Archbishop had cast on him.
That's funny. All right, let's see if there's any differences on this other ones.
After ascending the throne as the first leader of the United Kingdom of Fodland, I believe everything else is exactly the same.
Everything else does look... well, the ending's not different.
And most of all, it is said that his cunning manner of speech was a great asset for fostering relations between the Church of Saros, Fodland, and surrounding regions. Later he used to settle down marriage, became a gentle and devoted husband and father. The two had many children whom they doted on equally, regardless of whether or not they bore a crest. Okay, this is a better version.
Okay, that's better, yeah.
Because I like the cunning manner of speech part, and of course the equal children thing.
So, looking back on a lot of these Byleth supports, I feel like most of the supports for Byleth are almost always like, here's who I am, here's my basic character traits, here's my history. And so none of them are that interesting, but I like this ending.
Except for with Dimitri.
Except for with Dimitri.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, by and large, it's a lot of, like, just straight up getting to know the characters, rather than how they interact with Byleth specifically.
But I do like this ending, and I do believe this couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's a good ship.
I'd be willing to give this a good.
I go with good. Yeah.
All right.
That's a good ship.
Good. We already did Dorothea, so let's go.
We already did
Felix. Oh man, we are booking through Sylvain. Looks like they are all the same.
As Margrave Gautier, Sylvain devoted his life to improving relations with the people of Sreng. Under his leadership, nobles were persuaded that relics and crests were not necessary as they previously thought. Though he went down in history as an extraordinary lord, he could not have done so without the constant support and counsel of his wife, Mercedes, whose wisdom and guidance brought prosperity to the people. The couple built a loving home life surrounded by happy children, and when Sylvain at last passed away, he was succeeded by his oldest child, who bore no crest. That's nice. I don't see anything particularly... It's very Mercedes match.
Yeah. It's a little boring. I do remember liking these supports. I believe it was a situation where, like, Mercedes saw immediately through his crap.
Mm-hmm.
And was like, oh, okay, you're pretending to be a playboy and you actually hate women, and do you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I have the problem of, I just don't like Mercedes that much.
I don't... Man, I wish I remembered the details, but I feel like she gets mad at him at some point in these, which is like one of the rare instances of that happening.
Ooh.
But, I don't know. Blue Lion stuff wasn't really my jam, so...
Yeah, it was the playthrough I haven't done, so...
I'm neutral on this. It's probably good. I just don't like Mercedes.
Well, but I'd also say, like, in the past we've graded this on a curve, and I would say on a curve this definitely falls to a neutral.
Yeah, let's call it a neutral then.
Neutral it is. And now we're almost done already.
It's fine, yeah.
These all look the same as well.
Yeah.
As Margrave Gautier, Sylvain devoted his life to improving relations with the people of Sreng. Under his leadership, nobles were persuaded that relics and crests were not as necessary as they'd previously thought. He went down in history as an extraordinary lord. He could not have done so without the constant support and counsel of his wife Ingrid, whose wisdom and tenacity ensured that the people would prosper. Sylvain was ever loyal to his beloved wife. The couple had many children, and while not one of them bore a crest, they were all equally and wholly loved. I love them. Because she's the childhood friend who takes no shit from him.
Yeah, they're fighting like in every support.
Yeah, and it's kind of great because she knows that he's full of shit and she doesn't have time for it.
Yeah.
So I love them. I think this is a kind of a boring ending for them, though. I mean, it's a boringly written ending. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with what happened. It just isn't written very well.
Given the, like, how, I guess not passionate, but like kind of intense their interactions in the supports are, this is a sort of lacking in intensity ending. Like, it's just what happens.
Because Ingrid has consistently had good, has had good writing relations. Remember when she was like Dimitri's sort of knight kind of deal?
Oh yeah,
that was really cool. Yeah. And I feel like that could have happened here. It didn't. This is one of those situations where I don't know how to rate it because I like the ship, but I don't. I guess we have to rate it good. It's just I'm disappointed in the way it's written.
I think I agree. We got to rate this good. I think this could have, with a good ending, with a better written ending, been my favorite couple in the whole game.
Yes,
because of this ending, it's not, which is a little disappointing, but it's definitely still a good ship.
Yeah, they could have had the exact same plot and events happen in this ending, and if it's just been written better. Yeah, so we'll do good. But
it's good. It's good. Yeah, and also tying it back to some earlier ones, if you go with, how well do you picture these two at a dinner party?
It'd be fun at a dinner party.
It'd be either fun at a dinner party, or they'd be the couple that has to leave early because they're shouting at each other so much.
Yeah,
which would still be kind of fun.
It's its own kind of fun.
I don't feel like it would be awkwardly shouting at each other while everyone's going.
That's true. It would be everyone with like.
It would be It would be like the kind of taking bets on.
Yeah.
Now I'm imagining a situation where Claude hosts a murder mystery party for all the couples in the game.
Oh.
All right, so here we are, Born to Sylvain. What do we want to do?
I recall, I'm trying to remember whether Felix was a do not finish, because his was...
I remember, I'm like, it was disappointing.
That's right, conceding they could not live without one another. I think we decided that it was a finish, and I feel like Sylvain and Felix was... There's a reason it is the most popular ship in the fandom.
Yeah.
And Dorothea's was a little disappointing.
I think Sylvain and Felix probably have the best written ending, and if we're going with a triangle of Dorothea, Felix, and I'd say probably Ingrid as our top three, I probably like the supports of Dorothea and Ingrid a little bit better, but Felix has definitely got the best ending.
I think I have to go Felix because it's written best.
Yeah.
All right. And who do we give the second to, Dorothea or
Ingrid?
Ingrid. Okay.
Yeah.
Ingrid gets a, even though it's not particularly. Such a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Now, okay, it's
a lot of goods could have been greats, and
yeah, because I'm. It's been a while since we recorded Dorothea's episode, but I feel like we gave them, I feel like we gave Sylvain the #1 Dorothea ending.
Oh, that's right. They actually had a really good,
well written, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think we have to go.
But put him above Ingrid at least.
Yeah, put above Ingrid. And remember, when we're deciding these, we're really deciding them on how well this ending is written and how well the ending is done. We're taking into account what the supports were, but we have to rate it. We're primarily rating on how it's written up here at the end.
Honestly, my secret method for rating these is how likely am I, after we talk about this, to go and find a fan fiction about that couple.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. I can say, how inspired am I to learn more? Yeah.
Felix is #1.
Dorothea 2, Ingrid 3.
I think I think it's a tie with Dorothea and Ingrid. I don't think it's fair to. I can't pick.
I can. Dorothea 2, Ingrid 3.
All right, you win.
Which is again very disappointing because it is not that big of a stretch for Sylvain and Ingrid to have been my favorite couple in the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, this is one of those things where a poly relationship with Felix and Ingrid is probably the correct answer.
Yeah. That's.
Can you fit them all on the ship?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Maybe they'll have. Maybe some of them will just be clinging to the side of the boat.
All right. Moving on.